Hujambo na karibu. Karibu tena katika ufalme wa Kiswahili. Kama jamii tunasaidiana kukikuza na kukiimarisha Kiswahili chetu kwa sababu tunaamini experts were once beginners. Na wewe pia uko njiani kuwa mmoja wetu kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Kwa hiyo nakusihi, bonyeza hicho kidude hapo chini, subscribe, like, share hii video na mtu yote ambaye unadhani itamsaidia. Sawa sawa. Tuendelee. Na leo tunajifunza kuhusu Swahili conditionals. Acha nirudi kwa Kiingereza. Today we are going to learn about Swahili conditionals. I know this video has been in this channel, Swahili Kingdom, but I am going to repeat so that I can reinforce on some things. In English we have 4 conditionals. But in Swahili it's very simple. Very simple. So in English we have 4. The 0 conditional, first, second, third. Yeah, 0 conditional, first, second, and third. In Swahili, we only have 3 conditionals. The one that is called the 0 conditional and the number 1 conditional first are together in Swahili. And now the second and third are the ones that are a bit different in Swahili. So it's very easy. Let's start with the 0 and first conditional. That is the one that talks about if this happen, this other thing will happen, or just using if. Okay? And in Swahili, if we use kama, ikiwa, or sometimes we use key infix. Key infix. A key infix is the one that is put in between 2 words. Okay, let's start with kama. I can say, kama unasoma utapita mtihani. If you are reading, you will pass the exam. Kama unasoma utapita mtihani. Let's use ki. Ukisoma utapita mtihani. Same thing. Now let's use ikiwa. Ikiwa unasoma utapita mtihani. It still means if. If you are reading, you will pass the exam. If you are reading, you will pass the exam. That is the first conditional in Swahili. First and 0 as they are called in English. But it's together in Swahili using if. Now, you can write a sentence about that down there. Or if you have a question about that, write it down there. Before we continue, I want to tell you that I have a book in Swahili that you can buy either locally or on Amazon. If you want to buy it locally, you can email me learnswahili@connie@gmail.com. You can text me, you can comment here, and then we are going to talk about it. Locally, it is sold 2,500 shillings. On Amazon, they have their own prices that are there. When you go to Amazon, you will be able to get it. Okay, it is called Swahili Conversations. This book has 84 Swahili conversations from the very beginner where you will know the greetings or the basic things in Swahili, and to the advanced where we even have phrasal verbs. That's why they are 84 conversations. 84 conversations. And those conversations have, some of them have small stories instead of a conversation, to break the monotony. Okay, I put their stories to break the monotony. I really like that Swahili Conversations book. And it also has questions that you can go through after doing a certain conversation. Okay, and I usually recommend if you want, because I usually want that if you are buying my stuff, you need to if you're buying my stuff, you need to be educated from them, or you need to get something that is going to benefit you. I usually advise people, if you want to buy that book, you need to have gotten to basic A1 or A2 level in Swahili. Don't buy that book if you are just starting. Or you can buy if you are just starting, but keep it that after you've learned a bit of grammar and so forth, those simple things, Swahili simple tenses, blah, 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 you can buy it because it doesn't have grammar. It only has conversations, but those conversations are building on what you have done in grammar. Or if you want to buy it and you want to do grammar, you don't know the person to help you in grammar, you can email me as well. I have pre-recorded courses for grammar that are going to help you in each stage from beginner to advanced. And then you can use that grammar, read, and with reading, that Mazungumzo book has an audio where you can listen and then you can practice speaking, okay? Language is about grammar, speaking, writing, reading, and listening, okay? Those 5 things, and that's all. That is all about language. Now, let's continue. Let's go to the second conditional. Now that is the second conditional in Swahili. The second conditional we use nge or ngeli. Nge or ngeli, which means that something had happened, but it cannot be changed, like it has passed. It has passed, it cannot be changed. Like an action has happened and it is in the past. That means it cannot be changed. Let me give you an example. Ningelisoma, ningelipita mtihani. Ningelisoma, ningelipita mtihani. If I read, I could have passed the exams. If I had read, I could have passed the exams. Ningesoma, ningepita mtihani, or ningelisoma, ningelipita mtihani. This means you have failed the exams already, so you don't have a chance to read. Okay, so now it's like a regret. Ningelisoma, ningelipita mtihani, or ningesoma, ningepita mtihani. Okay, so this second nge or ngeli is used when you want to talk about something that has passed, but you cannot, like something that has happened and you cannot redo it again, but you wish you could have done it differently. How do you negate it? You just put si. Nisingelisoma, nisingelipita mtihani. Ni singe. So singe instead of nge, it becomes singe or singeli. Ningelisoma, ningelipita mtihani, positive. If I had read, I could have passed the exams. Nisingelisoma, nisingelipita mtihani, or nisingesoma, nisingepita mtihani. If I had not read, I could have not passed the exams. So this means you have passed the exams because you read. Now, let's go to the third conditional in Swahili, which uses ngali. Ngali. We don't have nga here. We only use ngali. Ngali. And in this conditional, it talks about hypothetical situations. Hypothetical situations. Things that cannot happen, or things that are just imaginary, or if they happen, like there's a 0.001 chance that 0.001% chance that they will happen. Okay, it's not like the second one where things are happening but you are regretting. This one, things might not happen. For example, ningalikuwa tajiri, ningalikuoa. If I were rich, I would marry you. Okay, that might happen. Yeah, you might come to be rich, but that person might have been married by another person. So it's something that is hypothetical. It might not happen. It's very probable that it might not happen. Or ningalikuwa msichana, ningalitembea kwa madaha. Ningalikuwa msichana, ningalitembea kwa madaha. If I were a girl, I would walk. Kwa madaha is, how is it? Let me just say, I would walk with style. If I were a girl, I would walk with style. So that means it is hypothetical. You are not a girl. Yeah, that is a boy who is speaking. Like Rihanna sang this song, If I Were a Boy. You are not a boy. Okay, so that is hypothetical. That is where we use nga. Ninga. I mean we use ngali. And in negating it, we just say singali. Nisingalikuwa msichana, nisingalitembea kwa madaha. So this means you are a lady or a girl already, and you are saying, if I were not a girl, I will not walk in style. Okay, but now since I'm a girl, I'm walking in style. Nisingalikuwa msichana, nisingalitembea kwa madaha. If I were not a girl, I will not walk in style. But ningalikuwa msichana, ningalitembea kwa madaha. If I were a girl, I would walk in style. Meaning, you are not a girl. A hypothetical situation. So the first one is, that is combined with 0 and 1 in English. The first one, where we use kama, ikiwa, or key infix. And that one means that if something happens, the other one, like a cause and effect. If something happens, the other one will happen. Cause effect, that is the first one. And it is very real. It is very real in reality. The second one, we're using nge or ngeli. Nge or ngeli. And with that, we are talking about sentences or situations that have happened and we wish they could have happened differently. So it's like a regret or something like that, a regret. You can't go back there, but if you could have been able to go back there, you could have done things differently. The third one is about ngali, talking about hypothetical situations, things that have almost 0% of happening. That's where we use ngali. Another thing before we close this video, I would like to thank all of you who are watching, who are supporting me, be it being a member here on YouTube. By the way, you can be a member here on YouTube, support me with $1 per month, and I will really appreciate those people who are supporting me on YouTube by being members, supporting me with $1 per month, buying me a coffee, whichever amount that you are buying me, buying t-shirts. I have students who come in class with Swahili Kingdom t-shirts, and it really makes me feel proud and makes me feel like I'm contributing something to this world, and that is something that I have always been dreaming of since I was young, since I was a bit young. Okay, that is something that I've always been dreaming. And you can join my courses if you want to learn Swahili. Join my courses, Swahili Kingdom, or go visit my website, swahilikingdom.com. You can look around there. There are courses, there's coaching, blah, blah, blah. And then keep on watching Swahili Kingdom videos and you are going to enjoy, you are going to learn a lot. And remember that now these videos will be having a PDF that is a quiz of the things that I have talked about here. You can answer the quiz, and if you have any question, you can tell me later. But I will only be sending this quiz if you are registered on my email list, or if I have your email. Okay, I'll be sending these quizzes to the email of a specific person. So if you have not registered yet, click that link down below. Register, and by registering you are going to get a free ebook on learning languages on your own, and get that free ebook, go through it, and apart from getting that, you're going to get questions as well of each video that I make, and you are going to communicate. Thank you so much again. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Asante, kwaheri.